Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Bara, in Las Vegas, Nevada. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. I did not, for reasons that I'm going to elaborate on here, but I hope every one of you had a really great Thanksgiving weekend. Jen, how was your Thanksgiving? I saw pictures of your feast, and it looked like a week's worth of work. So how did it come out?
Everything was good. Everything was perfect. Everybody liked it. Turkey was moist. It all went well.
Moist.
Had way too much food. I don't know how to.
A lot of people hate that word, moist. But yes, I made the best turkey I have ever made, and it was just a turkey breast, just a butterball breast in a bowl or in a bag, and it came out absolutely perfect. But upon eating the leftovers yesterday, I ate too much too fast, and I got that thing where the food got stuck in my esophagus, right? It lasted for about 45 minutes, and it was absolute agony. Frankly, I'm a wreck today. I'm still suffering, and I guess this is a thing that happens as you get older, or you have anxiety, but it sucked.
Acid reflux can make that swollen.
Yeah.
The esophagus.
So that may be.
You guys have to excuse me. I don't know why. I've been like tired and like stomach problems and like stuffed up for 3 days, and I'm like, haven't I had all the viruses yet? So I'm on ivermectin again.
Yeah, and of course, I have the ear thing. My ears are still plugged. I'm going to my main doctor tomorrow, so it just sucks. I did want to relate a story. There's a couple things before we get to the advertising stuff. A couple of things. I asked Jen to do a healing on Barkley this weekend. As you guys know, there's links in the descriptions to my PayPal and my Cash App. Barkley has to go back for tests on Wednesday. It's going to be another $500. If you can help me with 10 or 20 bucks, I really appreciate it, because I don't want to have to go into debt to pay for Barkley's vet bills. But he's going to have this test on Wednesday where we're going to see what progress was made. But Jen did a healing on him over the weekend. I asked her to do that, and she very kindly did. And Jen, last night we were watching a football game, and Dave went to pet Barkley, and he saw Dave's hand twice.
Good.
So whatever you did, whatever we might be doing, but whatever the combination is, he is definitely improved now.
Well, Jesus was there, and I said, in the name of Jesus Christ and God the Father, see, this body is clean. And I took my thumbs and I wiped his eyes.
Oh, well, he could see Dave's hand 2 or 3 times. He ducked as Dave put his hand. So that's a major improvement, and that means something. And also got a cleanse from Marcy this weekend, your friend Marcy Howell, who is a wonderful person, and did a great. Oh, that reminds me, I've got to get all the advertising.
Marcy's a healer too.
Marcy is also a healer, and did a cleansing, and she actually started talking to Barkley. I didn't know she did this, but she talked to Barkley, and he said that he accepts that this is just part of getting older, and he knows that he's loved, and he knows that this is part of the end process, and he's okay with that. So I hope, however, I'm still hoping for a miracle cure, because I want him to have his hearing and his eyesight and everything up until the end. But I'll tell you what, that dog got a lot of turkey this weekend. He feasted on a whole lot of stuff. So another really bizarre thing happened, Jen, that I want to ask you about, again, before we get into all the usual stuff, and before we get to the news. I've had issues on Twitter. Okay. And Twitter X. And, I'm up to 7,300 subscribers, which has jumped by almost 1,000 in the last 4 days. And I will make a tweet, and it'll be cool content. It'll be interesting. It'll be engaging. And I'll get maybe 100 people that see it, even engage with it, right? And so there's this constant suppression. but I tweeted something on Saturday, and all of a sudden, this one tweet, I get how many do I have at this point? I have 434,000 engagements, people that saw this. I have 17,000 likes. I have 4,700 retweets, and I have 600 comments on one tweet.
Sounds like somebody with a big following shared it.
Somebody either did that. Is that what happened? Somebody with a big following shared it, or somebody lifted the embargo on me. Somebody with a big following.
Somebody with a big following shared it, and then other people with big followings shared it from there.
Cool. So it's this particular tweet. I simply said, and it is related to the RV. Okay, now I finally get it. The seditious six, meaning the 6 Democrats who have called for open rebellion in the U.S. military. The question is why? Are desperate to stop military action in Venezuela because it's the linchpin to the CIA control over the narco cartels and money laundering operations in South America. With Ukraine about to be cut off with the peace agreement, Maduro is the only place they can turn. If Trump takes him out, it's game over for the deep state douchebags. That's why they must have rebellion in our military. Surprised I didn't figure this out sooner, and I ended it with it's all about the Bolivar. So it's also all about the control of the Bolivar. Because when that revalues, obviously there's going to be an incredible amount of wealth created. So it's about control of that and oil. And as many people pointed out, Venezuela is the root source worldwide for election fraud, basically because of various reasons that are made clear by Emerald Robinson. All elections are stolen through Venezuela. So that, I think, Jen, is why we've been made to wait on the RV. And
it could be
not just for
very important over there.
Yeah, not just for the value of the Boulevard, which is all part of it. Anyway, something to think about before we get to your meditations. All right, Jen, while we kind of wait for everybody to come in here, and you should not miss this show because it's already been awesome. I am going to share the screen and remind everybody that you can always go to mikebara.blogspot.com and pick up all of the latest shows with me and Jen and the Toxically Masculine Tuesday show. You can also pick up interviews with people that I've done in the UFO community, videos I've done about UFO sightings, solving various mysteries, lectures I've done, Ancient Aliens and JFK is very relevant. And then that will lead you to directly to the Rumble site where you can subscribe to Real News Live with Mike and Jen. We've got 7,400 followers. Yeah, it's amazing how many I picked up. And you can pick up all these shows, and you can also hit the subscribe button for a mere $5 a month. You can support the show. Me and Jen, we appreciate that, and that is very helpful to all of us, to both of us. So by all means, subscribe, and you can also hit this little green $ button, the Rumble Rant button, and Rumble Rant any amount you like. And when you do that, your questions go to the top of the slush pile when it comes time for Jen to do questions and answers. So do not forget to go ahead and do that over on the Rumble side of the house. Also, please don't forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, over at the CBDGurus.com, where Matt and Lucas are making all kinds of healthy CBD-based holistic products for your health. Just hit the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, no uppercase, no S, just little, all lowercase, Alien, and get this week's specials. You also get with certain levels of purchases, you also get Bolivar, you get sometimes Dinar and Dong included, Indonesian Rupiah included with your purchase. Matt's got the sleep gummies, which are great, the broad spectrum gummies, the Delta 8s, all kinds of cool products. The pet CBD oil, I'm waiting for Matt. Matt, you got to get me that CBD oil for Barkley to get everybody on track. The X-Freeze roll-on, pain roll-on, which is wonderful stuff. And the X22, or the Lotion 2000, Lotion 2000 for your skin, which is what keeps me so young and youthful. Jen, the Lotion 2000. Energy gummies, immunity gel caps, all kinds of specials, some new fruit gummies that are on sale, all in the Mike Bara wholesale section over there. CBD Gurus. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors the folks over at MikeBaraPets.com. At MikeBaraPets.com, you can pick up all kinds of mushroom-based, vegan, and holistic treats and supplements for your doggies, your kitties, your horsies, your donkeys, and for yourself. These are wonderful products. I've got everybody on the special sauce, the super sauce, the Sequoia cat food, the Mojos, the mush puppies, mush ponies for the dogs, the cats, and the Enforce line of products for human health, the Enforce Plus, the Enforce Clarity, the Enforce Restore, the Enforce Shield, gummies for kids. They've got chocolates, they've got starter packs, they've got new lotions and creams for your skin to keep you healthy and young looking. Send an email to Diana at MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. Link in the description to all this stuff, and tell her whatever's bothering your pet, whatever's bothering you, she gets you on the right product or sequence of products to get yourself into your own special health. Also, one more, please don't forget our friends over at LifeWave. The LifeWave patches, the X39 patch, the SP6, I'm on those. I've had wonderful results. Other people are on other patches. I've got now 10 success stories on LifeWave patches. Just hit the shop button, slide on down, link in the description to these. And they've got some Black Friday bundles, the X39, X49, and the Energy Enhancer, all for $269, $270. Which is a pretty good deal. The X49, the Ice Wave patches are amazing for pain. Dave Bara had a toothache. He's now addicted to the Ice Wave patches. So I got another customer, Jen, even though I got to give it to him for free. These are based on the science of phototherapy, which simply reflects back your body's own infrared emissions and stimulates the growth of stem cells. And depending on the specific patch, it will stimulate the growth of a specific type of stem cell, which will help you in certain areas of your health. These are absolutely amazing. I'm sold on them. I wear them every day. I use them all the time. Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at JenniferFallah.com this week? I think it's just about Christmas time, so we should be having some gift cards for sale. Right?
Yes, we have lots of sales over there for gift cards for Christmas time. We also have the all of my classes, interdimensional meditation and psychic development classes. That is a huge discount right there. If you would like them, you can purchase there. Email me after with a good email. I will send them to you via WeTransfer. They are video classes for you to own. Also, the same deal with the gift cards. If it's the easiest way to send a gift for all your friends and everybody you love in all different parts of the world, you can send that. It's a picture. You send it to them any way that you could send them a picture, and you're done. They are on sale right now. Go and get them. If you'd like to reach Marcy Howell or Susan Gretz, they are also on my website. They do not work for me. You must email them after you purchase from them. Today, over at philosophy.com, the Black Friday sale for readings you can book now. Last day to get the sale. Okay, so if you want to schedule them out, if you want to become a private student of mine and you've already got the classes, you can schedule out 4 1-hour readings, either bi-weekly or monthly throughout the year at a good price right now. Or if you just like to get a couple in on the schedule, now is a good time to do it. So I will be taking this sale down tonight. So go to philosophy.com. It will allow you to schedule yourself.
And that
today?
Yeah, that's an amazing price on the deal on the year ahead, which is my favorite reading that Jen does, and she kills it every year. At least
as of now, those are available as a gift card. Those are scheduled in 2026 after Christmas. We can start scheduling those gift cards soon. I will put it up on the website, and you can schedule yourself for your yearly reading. That'll stay up through January.
Okay. All right. There's one other thing I do want to address before we go further. James Rank, this gentleman here in the picture, passed away this yesterday, as I understand it. He was the head of the Super Soldier Activation Conference. I just met him for the first time and saw him in October in Orlando. He put on the conference in Orlando. Everybody loved him. I've seen some testimonials from people already, and apparently it's true. He thought and he believed he was part of the military secret space programs, and he had felt very poorly for a while. When I met him in October, early October, he had just gotten out of the hospital. The weekend of the conference, he was not feeling well. He had some liver issues. I don't know what was going on. He felt like he was under a psychic attack. I got to tell you, a lot of the things going on with me, I felt like I'm under a psychic attack lately. But as Sky pointed out yesterday, there's a lot of weird energies in the system right now. There's a lot of weird solar stuff going on. But rest in peace, James. We will miss you. I know there's a lot of other people from reading what they've said about you who knew you better than I did, that they will miss you very dearly. So I hope you have the truth. I know, it's interesting. There was a line from the X-Files that talked about the afterlife, and it was a scene with Mulder and his dad, who had passed away, and his dad's there in the afterlife, and he says, "You can stay here if you want, because there is truth here, but there's no justice. For justice, you have to go back to Earth." And James, at least you know the truth now. Rest in peace, and we'll see you next time. We'll see you in the next life. All right. Let's get to what I have, which is
interesting. Side note with that, I've just been getting all these synchronicities lately. I mean, the name James, I'm bombarded by the name James for the last 2 days, everywhere I go. And I went into meditation last night, and I talked to James the Lesser from the Apostles. That was a trip. Anyway, go ahead with it's just all over the place.
That may be connected to something.
I don't know.
Maybe I should study closer what James talked about and the things he experienced in his life. Maybe there's something in there for me that I should listen to. Maybe that's why my ears are plugged, is because God's trying to tell me to listen more. I just don't know to who at this point. So, okay, news update. Let's hit the news update. Let's do that. No, let's flip that. That's better. All right, news update time. I know you guys are here for this. The news is consistent. The news is this week from multiple sources. Everybody that I trust says they are hearing that it's this week, that we're supposed to go this week. It makes sense. Probably should have gone before Black Friday for the maximum economic impact, but they didn't get it done. We now wait and see what's going to happen. I have people on different levels of this all telling me they expect that there will be some dramatic movement this week. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know that means, do we get a public Iraqi raid? Do we get some sort of agreement with Iraq? Do we get peace in the Ukraine? Do we get a resolution of the Venezuela situation where Maduro is removed or somebody better is placed in? I don't know what that means. I'm simply told that this week we will see major movement, and we will see funding movement, at least on the bond side. All the bond people believe they're going to get some payout this week, at least, except for one. There's one I haven't talked to. One of the other ones I did talk to, he was expecting payment Friday. He did not get payment Friday. What he got, however, was all of his paperwork showing him what he is going to be paid. So that was a major thing. He is now told that he will get his first payment. This is new. First payment today. That payment is a commission. So, as Jen has told you, a commission is actually what you do after everything else is done. That's like the last thing you do. But if he gets it, it means the ball's rolling. It does mean it happens. And he would then he said he would then get the balance on Wednesday, is what his expectation is. And then he believes the RV follows after that. A lot of us think, nah, the RV and the bonds are going at the same time because they're actually funding each other, but we don't know that for a fact.
So he received official paperwork telling him exactly what his commission will be.
Yes, that's what.
Then this is confirmation. These are things that we just, glaze over.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't receive official paperwork unless a deal has been made, is official.
Yeah. And when you say official, the paperwork would have been received from the United States Treasury.
Yes.
Official than that.
So we know that the other tiers are being processed with that information. We know that the bondholder or the whale or whoever that was,
mm-hmm.
his deal's been approved.
Yep.
Because they have actual numbers.
Yep.
And someone's commission, just like when you buy a house or sell a house, your commission comes after the deal is done.
Right. Right. So that means we're at the end of the bond process. If he's getting paid, that means the bond process is at the end, which means we are ready to go. The other things that I think are of note that you should have paid attention to this weekend: Donald Trump met with his envoy to Iraq, his new envoy. He met with him over Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving holiday. I believe the meeting was on Friday or Saturday. Here's the point. He hosted the envoy to Iraq this weekend. He also excluded Iraq from his new immigration ban. That should tell you something. They also sent, apparently, and this is out there in the clear, they sent a team to Iraq, and they're supposed to have high-level meetings with the Iraqis today. It is happening now or in the next few hours. You don't do that for no reason. There's rumors, of course, that Soudani is dropping out, and they haven't formed a new government, and there's all this government chaos, blah, blah, blah. This is all about the revaluation. I believe very firmly that's what's going on here. And so we have very heavy meetings in Iraq today, and Jerome Powell, one of the roadblocks at the Federal Reserve, is apparently on the brink of resigning. The man who's going to replace him has already been picked. He's a guy from Michigan. He is.
Oh, that's true? That's not just rumor?
Apparently it's not rumor. Apparently he's going to resign or set the date for his resignation, which he's going to try to make some months out from now. We don't want that. We want him out now because he's a roadblock. So watch the Powell situation very closely and watch the bond payout situation very closely. And Jen, that's really what I have in terms of news, because everybody else just keeps telling me it's this week, it's this week, it's this week. So I assume you did a meditation and you have some Jentel.
I did.
Let's do it.
I do. Good morning. This is Jentel. Excuse me. For 12/1/2025. Interdimensional meditation. And some of this was auto-writing. This was interesting this morning. I went to the 6th level heaven. I met with Jesus, the apostles, and the archangel team. The dress was teal satin. RV News. I asked, can we expect to see any movement this week in the RV? And Michael said yes. Today through Thursday, there will be movement. And then I've got I just kept hearing things and seeing things. And so I just summarized what I got here. Today through Thursday, documents signed, planes in the air, Zurich, period, Reno, someone lands with a black suitcase in Reno. Now, if this is important, that may be why this was delayed, because of the Thanksgiving holiday. We needed everything open over there, possibly. Then codes, period, electronic system triggered, period. Then I saw a meeting of many men underground. I don't know if that's what Trump's doing. But there is a meeting underground. Then I heard snails Okay, snails. And I'm like, okay, that's random and weird. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not writing it down. He kept saying it. Snails. Question mark. Then I heard the EU, capital E, capital U. And then I heard levies lifted, whatever that means. And then I heard, okay, generation of codes. Like to generate codes. Coming in the news. Bullet points. These are things that I heard. I heard executive order. Planes grounded. Engine down. I don't know if we're talking about like an actual engine or like a search engine or something. Engine down. Then I heard listeria concerning. Ancient ruins. Generational wealth. Trains. Something going on with trains. Landslide. Now this could be, I just heard the word landslide. Now this could be about the elections in the past. Or it could be an actual landslide. And then I heard roofs collapse. And Germany. Also, today, the silver price, last I looked, was 57 something. I told you all, Jentel confirmed. I told you all that by the end of the year, it would be up to $60. And it would be into next year, March, April, when we would really see the huge rises in silver. There we go.
Yep.
And that's Jentel for today.
Yeah. I do think, by the way,
I love that.
Thank you for the thank you for the compliments on my hair. I simply didn't have time to do it the way I normally do it because I was late. So I just did this thing here. I guess it looks more conventional. It's okay. This may be a look I go for once. And if you have acid reflux, I don't really have acid reflux. I'll tell you what I do have. When I overdo the caffeine, too many Dr. Peppers in a day, I will get a little acid reflux because the stomach flap opens up, and then I think that starts the whole process.
Well, and the Thanksgiving holiday, so much inflammation from that. You're going to have inflammation at the top of the stomach there.
Yeah. Yeah. Jen, you did fucking nail it. You said 60 by the end of the year. It's 59 now. It's going to be 60. You absolutely nailed it. So, and what was it, like $17?
I'm going to take the win on that one.
What was it, like $17 an ounce back in January when she said
I don't know. I said it last year.
Yeah. So, hey, Spoons, if you can't afford an animal, you shouldn't have one. I got vet bills and don't beg for others to pay them. Well, that's too bad, fag. I don't beg either. I'm simply asking if people want to help, they can help. If people like the show, they can contribute. People like Barkley. Secondly, Barkley's not my dog. He's Dave's dog. And I'm trying to help Dave out with his vet bills. Okay? Because I love Barkley very much. Ban me if you want. Okay. Bye-bye. All right. You people are queer baits. You seriously think it, like, you think I'm so rich that we're getting rich off of this? We're getting by, and we're not doing this show to make money. We're doing this show to bring you the truth. And we did it for free for a long time. And we still do it for free. Everything here is free. Nobody has to contribute a dime, but we appreciate it very much when you do, and it helps us because just like you, we're middle class, and sometimes money gets tighter. So thank you to everybody who helps. Now, Jen, the meetings. The meetings are exciting because sorry, we're cross talking. I should change the banner. it's either, to me, that's either the meetings going on in Iraq or it's Trump having separate meetings, maybe in Reno, the new treasury, underground.
Something's going on in Reno.
That's
Something's
pretty
going on in
impressive.
Zurich. Someone
Now-
lands with a black suitcase in Reno. Codes. Electronic system triggered.
Okay,
And then
so
separate from that, I saw a meeting underground. I don't know if this was in Reno or if this is somewhere else. Interesting that you said Trump is going to Iraq. I don't know what snails means.
somebody said I look like Bruce Willis in Looper with his hairdo. Okay, thank you. That's actually pretty accurate. Go back and watch.
Who said that?
Except he was clean shaven. So
Who said that?
there's somebody in there.
That's hilarious. I'm sorry.
So yeah, and
I got to recognize the talent there. That's hilarious.
Anyway, so geez, all I did was change. It's like when Scotty changed his hair on Star Trek. Everybody freaked out, so he had to change it back. Okay, this is just for today, guys. Relax. So the Jen, black suitcase in Reno. First of all, one other thing. I heard Zurich a couple of days ago on Saturday. Zurich.
Did you?
Suddenly happening, yes. And I didn't mention it because I thought, well, it's one person telling me Zurich, and every so often I hear Zurich, so it's not that big a deal.
But I can't unsee it now.
Yeah, you're getting Zurich. Yeah, I know.
I can't unsee it now. Some reason. All right, I'm fine. Moving on. All right.
Okay, so anyway, I'm trying to find a good picture of the particular moment. There's a flashback sequence in Looper. Bruce Willis has hair. Anyway, so black suitcase lands in Reno, and then what was the next thing you got in line? Codes. Those are the codes.
Sorry.
Codes.
Codes.
The codes are being brought. Yeah.
Electronic system triggered.
Yeah. So it's being triggered from Reno, apparently.
I don't know.
That's what it sounds like. But
well, it was, so it was Zurich, period. And then it was Reno, and then waiting for information on that. Mm-hmm. And so that, I do think that's connected. The black suitcase is connected to Reno. Then after that, we had codes, and then electronic system triggered. And then there was a pause, and I was waiting to hear something. And then I saw there is a meeting underground. So I saw lots of men gathering underground, very secret. Okay. Snails? I don't know what that means. That's a clue of some kind. And then I got EU. Mm-hmm. Levies lifted. And generation of codes.
Well, you know what it sounds like is
there's 3 points in time between now and Thursday where important things happen.
Yeah.
That's what I saw too, is that there's something happening tonight. And then Wednesday and Thursday.
Now, I was also getting, Monday and Tuesday. Everybody was saying Monday, Tuesday. And I asked another psychic. I cheated on you. I was talking to Susan Gretz yesterday. And I said, how do you feel about Monday, Tuesday? And she goes,
you talk to everybody all day long. You're calling Susan and Marcy and everybody other.
You're always too busy for me, I mean, when your main
or hiding,
chick,
yeah.
When your main chick is too busy for you, you got to go to the side chick. Dude, my main chick is too busy. No, I was talking to her about something else, and I said, well, what about the RV? What do you think about Monday, Tuesday? And she said, I just don't really feel it Monday and Tuesday, but there's a bunch of stuff happening this week. So everybody's kind of in agreement with you on this. Oops, sorry. I got my Christmas lights going. So that sounds very positive and optimistic, and it sounds to me like everybody is pretty much in line with.
Yeah, this process is moving at a snail's pace. That would be true.
That would be true. Yeah.
This is some kind of reference to something. I don't know what that is. He kept saying it. I tried to dismiss it, like, okay, random word. I don't know. Engine down's a little concerning. I don't know if that's like an actual vehicle engine or if that's like a search engine. If they're going to start messing with the internet.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I never thought of it in terms of a search engine.
I don't know. Yeah. Planes grounded. We could expect that from weather. Executive order. We might get one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Generational wealth. That's
we all know what that is, right?
Exciting. Listeria. It could have been something that sounded like listeria. I just read it down. Because sometimes if I say, oh, no, I didn't hear that, or no, that's not important, and I don't write it down, there it is in the news. So I just write it down. We'll see what we get.
There's Bruce Willis with the hair over to one side. Not a very good picture. I get it, what you're saying. All right. Questions for Jen. Let's go to questions and answer. Must include your real name and the name of the person, pet, or animal, or alien, or entity that you are asking about. People who super chat on YouTube or Rumble Rant on Rumble and subscribe, their questions go to the top of the list. Jen, let us start over at the on the Rumble side of the house and take a look at those questions over there. I'll do the pop-out chat, and we will get started. Oh, it has to verify that I'm... Okay, great. And let's get started over there. Okay, Jane, for $20, says, will I be purchasing the property at 53 Seacastle Alley?
Yes.
All right. Butter's mom, Joan P., do you see me purchasing a red brick house at 2254?
No.
Okay. Linda Fossey says, Mike, we love you. Please take a deep breath and just live your life. No judgment. I'm not sure what that refers to.
Somebody just said planes down in Venezuela.
Oh, yeah. But that wouldn't be engine, would it? Would that be the engine reference?
No, actually, one of the bullet points is planes grounded.
Yeah. Oh, planes grounded. That's right. Well, that's Venezuela. You got engine about a month ago, too. Something
engine
about
fire.
Engine. And it didn't... Engine fire. Oh, and there was that UPS engine fire. That had just happened. All right. Pamela. Pam says, M or B? Pam wants to know.
B. Dr. Sarah said snail could be an acronym.
It's true. All
right, I'll stop. Go ahead.
Farmer says Team Trump is going to Iraq, not Trump. That's what I meant. Is that clear? Then sorry about that. T Bloomweist for $10.
Oh, wait a minute. Snail is a term in quantum computing. Sorry. Snail is a term in quantum computing, and we just got 2 sentences before that electronic system triggered. Snail.
Right. T Bloomweist, I can't for $10. What do you see me doing after the RV? I don't have your name. I need your name. Bloomweist. Need your first name for Jen to connect. So try to pop that back in there. T Bloomweist. Isn't the football a black suitcase with codes? It is. Team Trump going to Iraq, not Trump. That's what I said. Somebody else said snails means a large amount of escargot was recently stolen. It was reported on Fox. Thousands of dollars worth of escargot.
Really? Yeah, but if it's already reported, we can't count it. It has to be after now.
Yeah, you can't count it as a Jentel, but if it's not something you heard about, then it might.
No, I didn't hear about anything, but you don't know that.
Yes. Sunny 2660 Sunny wants to know M or B. Again, folks, we need your real name if we can get it. Sunny, see if you can connect with Sunny, M or B.
B.
B. Judy Byington reports that a military guy from meeting with President Trump go off with a black briefcase.
Shut up. Really?
Shut up.
That's awesome.
Nobody reads Judy Byington anymore.
Okay, where did we get the black? Someone lands with a black suitcase, codes, electronic system triggered.
Yeah, and that's
right after that.
Mm-hmm.
No. That's part of Reno. Someone lands with a black suitcase.
Yeah, Reno. Yeah.
So I think we're looking at Reno.
Reno's the new treasury, supposedly, too. Debbie says, I have a birthmark in the shape of lips on my right calf. Does this have any meaning? Yeah.
What's the name? Let me look at it.
Debbie, Deby. Debbie.
You were burned really bad in a past life by a long poker device that was sitting in the coals of the fireplace. You were abused. It's not like, yes, you were kissed by God. I'm sure you were. But, yeah, the whole birthmark thing is so interesting. People can have birthmarks from, it's like cell memory, soul cell memory. Yeah. That is so strong that it will show up in your current physical body as a
stuff you bring in from past lives that are relevant to this life that you have to clear karma for or something, right? Something like that. That's amazing.
That was a really bad burn, and it was took a long time to heal. I don't know if it did, or maybe you got infected, maybe you died from it. Usually, sometimes somebody will have a birthmark if that was where the spear went in, or whatever.
Dave's got this birthmark. He calls it Ireland. It looks like Ireland over his heart. He says, "You shot me in the back in a previous life." I'm like, probably deserved it.
Probably did. The way you guys fight, probably did.
Fuck you. Lots of comments on my hair. Guys, don't get used to it. I'm not even sure I could reproduce this if I needed to. Okay. Kendra says, I would love to have a message from my spirit guide. Kendra.
Male is stepping forward. He has lots of like jewelry on him, or some kind of like native something going on there. Beads and stuff. Okay, what's the message?
Okay.
You need to listen. Like your grandpa or some kind of ancestor is giving you information, probably while you're sleeping. So listen to your dreams. Nothing fearful, but there is information there. You might want to start a dream journal.
Okay. Mr. Cottrell is supposed to enter the codes to release the RV. That could be what the codes are about. Underground meeting could be the situation room of the White House. Do you see that underground meeting being in the White House, Jen? Because of what's going on.
I'm not going to tell you where the underground meeting is.
That's true.
If they're so cryptic with their information today, I'm not going to tell you exactly where anything is. Sending bad guys over there.
Patience, resilience. Okay. I think Trump is signing some EO at 4 p.m. Probably the EO canceling all of the Biden auto.
Is he?
Yeah. He says he's going to cancel all of the Biden auto pen EOs. Now, guys, I want you to understand something. An auto pen in of itself, there's nothing wrong with what's called an auto pen. An auto pen used to be it's a mechanical device with a pen in it, and it's attached to. I think the president's used 10 of them, so they could sign 10 documents at once. But the president was the one who actually signed it. Okay, the MJ12 documents, which prove MJ12 existed, was an auto pen signature. It was one of maybe a dozen or 10 different documents Truman signed on the same day. So the signature is.
So if he's canceling all the auto pen, so if auto pen is okay, when we know.
Wait. But when somebody else, not the president, signs with the auto pen, that's when.
So they know.
Which ones are which?
That it wasn't a legitimate president that did that. It was some team cabal that did that, and there was really nothing done by the president.
That's right.
People who did not hold the office, didn't have the authority to do that. I think we're coming up on the 5-year mark here, where we're going to find out what really happened, or the true results of the 2020 election. So,
yeah, and by the way, go to Emerald Robinson's Twitter account. She has 100 tweet thread where she tells you exactly how the elections were stolen, exactly who was involved, exactly what they did, exactly who knew and didn't do anything about it. And she's also got a second set of thread. She didn't do it as a thread because they are muting the thread that she did. She did separate tweets. She's got like another 40 telling you exactly how 2024 was saved and who saved it. And get this, it all comes back to a single Japanese dude who recorded all of the IP addresses of all of the Smartmatic Dominion websites where they pumped out the fraud codes. Amazing stuff. Go read Emma Robinson stuff. Okay, Diane Jamila says there's been recalls on some food due to listeria this week. That's what we heard. Listeria. Wow.
Really?
Peggy wants to know, M or B?
B.
Linda Fossey says she has a very sensitive, swollen lower rear area. Is there an infection there? Jaw area, not rear. Okay, sorry.
Linda. Okay, I'm looking. All right, let me look at it.
Yeah, no, look at her jaw.
All right. Let's start over. What's her name?
Linda Fossey.
Sorry, my eye is twitching. I haven't got the new glasses yet. Linda Fossey. Jaw. Glands are swollen. You need antibiotics.
Okay. Okay. Marcia. Sorry, did we do Peggy? Peggy, M or B?
B.
B. Marcia Carr, will I get into med beds before I meet up with Jerry?
Yes.
Donna wants to know, well, spirit guide and message. Did we just do that for Donna? Is that who we did it for? What's your spirit guide? Who is my spirit guide, and do they have a message?
No, we did a different person.
Okay, so that's Donna.
Spirit guide message for Donna. What is the message? Jesus is cutting in. He wants to talk to you. He said that you did hurt yourself. Like, I don't know if you've got something with your foot going on or something like that. Yes, you did hurt yourself. You just don't remember doing it. You're fine. You don't have like some terrible condition.
Toby wants to know, M or B? Or sorry, Debbie wants to say Arizona. Toby. Debbie wants to know M or B and how long before her med bed appointment for her and her husband, David. That's 3 questions. Debbie.
Your MedBed appointment will be 2.5 weeks after your exchange appointment.
Yeah, cool. Jackie V. Last night around 1 a.m., I woke up and thought I saw a silhouette of a tall man standing by my bed. Can you see what that was? As always.
It's best if you guys tell me what color it was. See if I can see it. Name again? Jackie V?
Jackie V. With a Gacquie. Jackie V.
That was a spirit. I said guide, ghost, or loved one. Spirit. Was it it's not a guide. Wandering spirit. I think you're probably a medium. So, you know what? You want to send me, I don't have time to do it right now, but if you want me to cross it over, I think you got stuck in your house. I'd go to Marcy Howell for that. She's going to be able to get to you quicker than I. But if you still have a problem with that, if it becomes a problem, I'm sure he'll eventually wander off. But he's been in your house since the veil was thin.
Okay. Tracy Bloomquist wants to know what you see her doing after the RV.
We need to be more specific, like that's like a phone book of information after the RV. I assume you mean for a humanitarian project?
Don't know.
Is that a Rumble Rat?
Yep. Tracy, you got to have plans. You got to have your own ideas. Just party, celebrate, relax.
I keep seeing green. I see plants. I see grass. I see you're doing something that has to do with growing something. Or herbs or something like that.
Maybe you're going to
conservation, possibly.
Maybe you're going to go into the weed business. Okay. Liz, I'm typo negative and copper blood. Do you have any messages? Well, you're Vulcan, first of all, Liz. Typo negative and copper blood. Do you have any messages? Interesting question.
Messages about that?
Yeah, I guess, is there anything special she should watch for?
I know Jesus just said it's a genetic condition. It's happens over time.
Okay. Brian says, hi, Jen and Mike. Me and my wife, Kelly, have guardianship of my grandson, Braylon. Do you see my son and his girlfriend getting their life together and get him back? Any idea when? Brian would like to know when Braylon will go back.
It's going to take like a year and a month. Sobriety is important.
Okay. Sarah wants to know when her relationship might be restored with her daughter, Gina.
Mother's name?
Sarah.
It's all a big misunderstanding. You guys just need some somebody's gonna have to swallow their pride. And I think once you do, then you can get the conversation going.
Okay.
I really need to stay away from blame. But she asked me when?
Do you see it restored? That's all she
Yeah.
said. Yeah. Tiffany wants to know if Jason's getting the job in Idaho.
I don't think so. No.
Kendra would love a message from her spirit guide, Douglas.
He's proud of you. He's happy with you. You're listening to him. You have nothing but great things and success ahead, he said. Stop worrying. Trust.
Victory 888 says, thank you, Jen. I ordered your meditation classes and it's been amazing. I've also been to the library, 10th level. I'm so grateful and learning so much. So, a testimony. MM McVeigh says, programming language snail is a programming language. It means strings, numbers, arrays, and inheritance language. Interesting. Okay. Could have something to do with catching the bad guys.
Well, that's interesting. Since we were talking about codes. But I did get snails with an S. So,
okay.
Or it could just be snail. There's something important about it. He wouldn't let me let it go. So.
Missy wants to know how you see her using her blessing.
I see you blessing a lot of other people who need money with money. There's really no worry about depleting your own funds. I think you're responsible about it. Just see you handing out money to everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I see you doing.
I'm going to carry a big roll of $100 bills and just give them to people as I need to. Oh, yeah. You gave me good service at lunch. Here's a $100 tip. Okay, Peggy wants to know if her miniature Yorkie Bailey has a cancer mass behind his trachea.
There is something there. It is not a cancer mass. It's like scar tissue. It's some kind of buildup. It is a growth, but it's not the right color. It's more flesh colored, like fat or.
Okay, so that can be removed. So go get it done. A to Z Angela, our friend of the show, has her own channel, says, just here to say, ooh, pretty necklace, Jen.
Thank you, Angela.
Marcos wants to know if will antibiotics help with my stomach problems and nerves, or is it something else?
Several things going on here. You either have a mold or like a fungal infection in the body, low grade. You could. It's going to take a while to get rid of that, but you could work naturally to get rid of that. You have what would be called adrenal fatigue. And that affects the nervous system by putting out surges of adrenaline when you don't need it.
Okay.
So earlier in your life, you like ran in 100 miles an hour. I mean, your system was running fast. And when that happens over time, you know, your gas pedal gets loose with the adrenaline, and that's what's going on with the nervous system.
Okay. Glenda wants to know M or B.
B.
Roger wants to know if his grandpa is around him. He feels like he's with him most of the time.
He's around you most of the time. It's got a lump in my throat when you ask me that. Like I'm choking back the tears or something. So he's around you because you're thinking of him, because you're wishing that he was, because you're having a hard time. And yes, he does come. He does come to offer you support.
Okay. Beth M says, my boyfriend and both our families are going up to the mountains on 12/12 to ride on the Polar Express train. Wants to know if everything will go well on the trip.
Yeah.
Scott Haley, I think you're going to be fine. I'll answer that question for you. As long as your record is clear now and you have good intent, you should be fine. Laura says there's multiple appliances in her house and streaming services that are not working correctly. Are we being attacked or is it just coincidence? It's probably Mercury retrograde.
That could be Mercury retrograde. I think it may be that you purchased them all around the same time, or the person who put them in the house did. Some of them are just getting ready to be replaced, starting to malfunction.
Okay. Scott wants to know, will the 78 acres still be the location for my center?
Yes.
Kim Marie, the Mindy question, you need to repeat the question. It's so far back up the chat, I don't know where it is, and I don't believe I missed anybody who Rumble ran it. Christy wants to know, do I have any messages from past loved ones or spirit guides?
Okay, we want to be, that's pretty general. We want to be more specific in this setting. Name is Christy?
Yeah, with a K, Kristi.
You need to pay more attention to your diet. There's something that you're ingesting that is bothering you. It feels like inflammation. I think you've developed an allergy to something.
I did not see the Kindred Mate Rumble rant about a red roof house. I did not see that one. Jen, do you get anything about red roof house?
You asked me about a red brick house.
A red brick house. Yeah. Kellen wants to know how the court date goes this Friday.
Kellen?
Kellen. We got to jump over here to the YouTube side.
Well, I see the gavel coming down. There is some kind of resolution to it. You walk out of there, so I don't know. I don't know exactly what happens, but I feel like you are relieved that there's a resolution here, that this is over. But there's some things you need to do. I don't know if there's fines or whatever.
Okay. Again, Kindred Mate RN, your name would be very helpful. Do you see anything about a red roof house being bought in December?
No, late January.
Okay. Jen Chandler wants to know if her marriage is coming to an end in 2025 or 2026.
That's up to you. That's up to him.
Yep.
But what Gabriel's saying is that it's about time to take care of it.
Okay. Joni wants to know if she'll remain solvent until the RV or will she be foreclosed on?
Foreclosed on.
Sorry. Mizzy Benz. Keisha Mitchell wants to know if she's keeping her home on 3 Windcrest Court.
Yes, arrangements are made.
Okay. Mindy wants to know what you see her doing on December 23rd. And then I gotta pop over to the
Mindy.
Mindy.
That's it. No last name, no energetic connection, no picture, no nothing.
Might be Mindy Robinson. Well, that's what happens when we, there's no picture on the Rumble side. So. Mindy, December 23rd.
I see you outside. You're walking down a sidewalk to some kind of place. There's 2 other people with you. I don't know if this is in a venue, an event, like a concert or a show. Or dinner. I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, we got to pop over to the YouTube side. We just got about 12 minutes left here. Joe, the rocket scientist. Hi, Joe. Speaking of one of the people who is a success story with the amazing LifeWave patches, talk to Joe about his experience. He's the one who convinced me these things were worth digging into.
Thank you for the tips, Joe.
Yeah, I like Men's Logic and Jen's heartfelt feelings. It helps me figure out what the heck is going on. Joe, we love you. And all the ladies love Joe, too. Paula and Julia Kamen really loved you. They were when we were at the pool after the October event at the Palms. They were talking about how much they loved you, Joe. They're 2 pretty girls. Sky said we're going through ascension starting yesterday. Many feel strange symptoms. I can certainly.
You know what? I should talk to her about that.
Okay.
I was wondering that. I'm not someone who says, "Oh, it's ascension symptoms." I'm like, do I have a virus again? I'm trying to stay grounded. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I was starting to wonder yesterday.
Lisa Weston says, I've heard baking in the bags is the best. I'll have to try it. No one to cook a turkey for yet. This turkey is the best that I've ever made in my entire life. Came out perfect. All you do is put a little olive oil on the turkey to brown it. Throw a cube of butter in, wrap it up in the bag, cook it at the low end of the recommended level, like 2 hours and 45 minutes. Came out freaking perfect. So moist.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to save you a whole bunch of trouble, everybody, right now, from basting, if you like to fry it, fry it. But
frying
years ago, I started with the turkey bag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You put your turkey in there, put a little flour in the bag, shake the bag, put the turkey in there. You got to use butter. Okay. It absorbs down into the meat. All right. Mm-hmm. And that's why it's moist. And then I put onions and celery. You can stuff it if you want. This year I didn't. Onions and celery and fresh garlic in the bag. Put your seasonings on top. Close it up. You put a few little slits in the bag. Put it in the oven for the time. And it continually bastes itself in everything that's in there. I mean, it just all penetrates down into the meat. And then you take it out. It's browned beautifully because of the slits in the top allows it to brown. Every time. It's perfect. I've done it for like 10 years that way. And before that, it was just such a pain in the ass. Basting it and trying to figure out, flip it upside down, do all these things.
The bags are awesome.
Get the Reynolds.
The only better turkey I ever had was the fried turkey at the Disneyland Hotel in like 2011.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and this is what you got to do when
that was made by chefs. I mean, so that was spectacular and fried.
Let it set, and when you carve it, even if you can let it set till it's cool, because then all the juices stay in. Then you carve it, lay it out in a pan, reserve the juices that came out of the bag, some of it that you don't make gravy with, and then you heat it up in the microwave till it's hot, and then you pour it all over the turkey, and it's hot and it's moist and it's absolutely perfect. Just tell me.
By the way, one other story. It just tells you how different life is now than it was then. My sister Kelly sends me a text on Thanksgiving. She says, I just carved up the Thanksgiving turkey using the electric carving knife that I bought for Mom and Dad in 1970. It still works. It
Yeah.
still works perfectly. She's never sharpened it. It just slices right through.
My parents still use theirs too. I've never
Oh,
had one, but yeah, they
well,
always
the
did
one
that
you
too.
buy today will last 2 years and then it will fall apart because it's a piece of junk made in China. All right, Debbie Berman, 100 Saudi Arabian reals says, Bernadette says, "Hi Jen, will I return to Saudi Arabia?"
March. Yes.
Excellent. Viviana says, "Am I still on track to purchase my new car at the beginning of the year? I appreciate you both so much."
On track.
Okay. Richard A wants to know if he will get to 100% disabled with the Veterans Association this year. He's currently at 90%.
This year is
Yeah.
ending. Next year, yes. I don't think I'll need it, but yeah.
Cindy just sends 10. Thank you, Cindy. We appreciate that very much. Maybe there's a question out there.
Somebody said, "Don't bags release microplastics?" We all lived.
Come on.
I mean, it's one day.
Jeez.
You're going to be fine.
Yeah. Those microplastics will kill you. Jen, have you seen, I posted this on my Instagram today. Have you seen that they now have breast implants with lights in them, LED lights? Your boobs glow and you can change.
Yeah, I missed that story.
It's time for the asteroid. Okay. Jen, it's Darlene. Will I be an M or a B?
B.
My name is Julie. Just curious if I will be an M or a B.
B.
B. Betty, M or B?
I think that's in the M range there.
Okay. Nothing wrong with being an M, folks.
Nope, nothing wrong with that.
Lisa Western wants to know if she will have her own house by January of 2026. God, we hope so.
By January? No. Possibly within January or February. I gotta get going.
Okay, well, we got just a few more. Mike, is there a way to discuss Lifeway products with you? Best way is the Mike Bara chat on Telegram, or I got to have Michael Jaco back on to talk about Lifeway. He's the expert. Jen, can you tell me if my grandson Jean-Luc will get into a med bed? He has a type of muscular dystrophy and autism. When?
Yes. When? Within a month after your appointment.
Cool. Cool. Barbara wants to know who her spirit guides are.
Barbara. I really need a first and last name. Let me ask Jesus, see if I can get that. Cliff. It's a man. I don't know how old you are, and that seems pretty quick, but well, he looks like somebody from the early 1900s. But it could have been 1800s. Last lifetime you had with him.
Okay, half a dozen more and then we're out of here. Brent wants to know if Cortland Gettle will ever pay him back the money he owes him.
No.
Scott, will I move to Blossom Valley early next year?
That's where I want to go. I saw a house over there. Don't buy it. Blossom Valley in San Diego?
Don't let that cloud your reading now. Come on.
It's probably a lot of them. No, you can't have my house. There's like one good one there. Yeah, but it's a little while from now. You will move.
Okay. Mike and Heather Torrance. Jen, can you tell me who my spirit guide is, and do they have a message for me?
That's not Mike and Heather Torrance. I assume I'm talking to Mike.
I guess, yeah.
Raymond. Ooh, that came in strong. That's an odd name. Raymond wants you to know he has your back. So I feel like there's someone, like if you're concerned about anybody trying to take you down or betray you or do something like that, you'll be notified beforehand.
What is this, a trick question? What brand and model car will I buy? A BMW M3. That's what you're going to buy. I think it's a trick question, but
it's like space age looking. So I'd assume it would be like
Corvette, Chevy Corvette. They're pretty space.
I just heard Chrysler, which is weird.
Chrysler. Dude, you're an M or a B and you're going to drive a Chrysler.
I don't know, dude. I don't. You do get nice, very nice car. You do.
It's very nice.
That's up to you.
Karen Malloy, M or B?
B.
And Lisa, M or B?
It's kind of like on this. It might be. I'm going to go with like somewhere in the 900 million mark there. Yeah.
Wow. Still really nice. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up. Thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. Jen and I will be back on Wednesday for Tell the Truth Wednesday, where we tell the truth about everything that's going on. Re the RV, it appears to be developing. It appears to be moving forward. I will be back tomorrow night with Toxically Masculine Tuesday. I got my own personal doctor's appointments. I got Barclays doctor's vet appointments. I got a lot of things going on. We'll get a football show in here one of these days. I'm not sure. Thanks for being here. Jen, any final thoughts? Are you doing a philosophy tomorrow?
Yes, I am.
Jen?
Don't have time for final thoughts. Let's go.
Jen is doing. All right. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you guys. See you next time.